Guys, what's up, man? What is up? What is up? Today is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Boy, it's so good to have another day to exist, to be in the army of the Lord. It is a great thing, guys. It is a great thing. And I'm here today. It's been a little while. Y'all know me. Y'all know my routine. Work, and more work. But today I snuck out, decided to get a day in of fishing. Now, here's the thing. Before we say anything, this season has been very chaotic with the big freeze that we've had with the speckled trout, and it seems like all type of fishing is shutting down. You can't flounder fish, you can't strike back, you can't keep striped bass, you can't keep spotted trout, you can't keep flounder. And like I always say, out the wild, man, there's so many limits and regulations. You're gonna have to have a lawyer just to go fishing. But nonetheless, man, you know, that's a whole nother conversation, as I call political fisheries or whatever the case may be. But man, it is what it is. What shall be will be, and that's what I always say. What shall be will be. But nonetheless, guys, I'm out here today. It is February. It is cold. Today I'm going for crappie. Right? Can't fish for nothing else almost, right? And I'm fishing for table fare. I got a taste for some crappie, fry them up. Y'all know how it is, man. So I'm out here today. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing. I hope how you guys been, man? You guys been doing okay? You guys been doing all right? And I hope everybody's been doing good. And I hope everybody has been staying faithful, trusting the God that can bring you out of everything and all things. To God be the glory in everything that we do, man. But I hope you guys have been doing good. I missed you guys, but we're back on the water. Another year, another opportunity to become all that God has called us to be. And no matter how hard it gets in life, it's never too hard for you to give up. Because giving up ain't gonna do nothing for you. And when you gotta understand, when it involves people that love you, you know, the choices you make in life don't just affect you, but they also affect the ones that love you. So always push yourself to the limit, live to the fullest, because there are people who are waiting on you, and there are people who are looking for you to become all that you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Words of encouragement, always, as always. Y'all know me, ain't nothing different. But today we're going for the crappie, almighty crappie, man. And they're in the pre-spawn mode right now. Like I said, it's February. So what they're doing, they're transitioning on the beds, and some of them may be starting to set up a little bit, just depending on water temperature. But from what I'm looking at on my depth finder, the water temp is looking at I think it's about 53 degrees. So they're probably going to their pre-spawn modes. They're starting to get close to the beds, but not directly on the beds. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna target some bank lines and target some areas that are sitting off the bed lines, and target some cypress trees, and you know, slip cork and Bobby Garland's 32nd ounce jig head, either 16 or 32nd ounce. It's not a lot of wind out here, so I may go with a 16 ounce because I want a slow fall. I don't want a heavy fall. I just want a slow fall. So Bobby Garland, the choice baits, but you know, of course, we always talk tech as we go. But enough chit chat, guys. Let us go to work. Forward, yeah. All right, guys, let's talk setup this morning. All right, so we've got a Daiwa Crossfire. This is a medium light action 6-foot rod. Love it for crappie fishing. Very light, very sensitive, but strong enough to get those crappie out of the holes. And this here is what I've got, a Crossfire. This is the LT 2000, topped off with 8-pound Power Pro Braid. And what I'm using here is basically a slip cork technique. Now, when it comes to my slip corks, I don't like to use big corks. I don't like to use the big gaudy stuff. I like to keep it as simplistic as possible. Simple is best, no matter what. And so I did some trout fishing back in the mountains and back in Cherokee, and this is nothing merely but a trout float here. And it's very lightweight, it's not bulky, but it makes the presentation look very natural. And I've got a 32nd ounce jig head topped off with a Bobby Garland. And this setup is real effective as far as not disturbing the area where crappie are, but making your presentation look as natural as possible. These are nothing but plastic bead weights. I've got 2 here, and I've got 2 at the top. And what it does, it allows that cork to slide up and down as I need it to, and I can easily adjust it as I have to. And I'll leave a link in the description where you can get these plastic bead weights from, but I want to see if you can see it in the water. Let me see. So I want you to look at the action of that Bobby Garland. I mean, it's a lot of action on that bad boy. That tail does some damage. And so now if you look at the cork, when it hits the bead stoppers, that's how it looks in the water. Very light, very effective, not a lot to it, man. And it allows that bait to hold position, and it's very, very quiet, very, very sensitive. It doesn't take a lot. A lot of times with these crappie, man, they'll hit and you can't see the hit because the cork's too big. And so with this little small trout, I call it a trout float. And matter of fact, I think I got a pack. Let me see. Let me see if I got it in here that I can show you guys. And I know I do. Oh, here they go, right here. These are the easy trout floats, and these bad boys come about, what, 20 in a pack, something like that. But man, I love these for crappie fishing. I'll leave a link in the description where you can pick some up at, and you'll see how versatile these bad boys are, man. I love using them, especially around this time of the year for crappie and everything, because I want to be as quiet as possible. And when I'm fishing these areas, like a creek like this, man, I always cast from the middle going back. And when I say, well, not necessarily going back, but I cast out and then I just work my way off that bank line, because as the season progresses and the crappie begin to get in their spawning modes, they're going to always hit the edges of wherever you are. So typically, like I said, I work from the flats, I work from the shoreline, and I come back to myself. A lot of times these crappie, they're not going to be on the bed yet, but they're going to be somewhere close around them as the temperature begins to go up. So I'm gonna work these areas here, and we'll see what happens. Guys, I just hooked up with something, but I think it's a bass. Yeah, I think this is a bass. Oh yeah, it's a bass. He engulfed that bad boy. Yep, Mr. Bass. He engulfed it. Well, you did engulf it, didn't you? Couldn't. There you go. All right, you should be okay. You should be okay. Oh God, what in the world? Come on, get away, get away, get away. I don't want to disrupt the area. All right. Over there by that cypress tree. So guys, this forms a canal, and so what I always do, I always fish the points of the canal, because typically there's always some type of fish there waiting to ambush bait fish as they come into the canal. So normally I fish the points of the canal, and they normally do pretty good when I do it with this technique. And you guys probably can't see my cork. Got one on, guys. I think it's a crappie. Oh yeah, Mr. Crappie. Here we go. Here we go. These are the ones we're talking about, guys. Oh yeah, these ones we after. These are the ones we're after. Good size here. And if you look, she's full of eggs. Getting ready. She's in the pre-spawn. Getting ready to lay those bad boys. Good crappie, right? Nice. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let's see if we can pull us another one out of there. There he is. I think that's a brim, though. I don't think that's a oh yeah, oh brim, good size brim. Beautiful. Oh yeah, not what I'm looking for right now though, guy. Not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for something else. I'm looking for some crappie. To all you guys that love brim, man, I'm sorry. It was an average size one, not gargantuan, but good size nonetheless. There he is. Oh, yes. He whacked it. Feels like a crappie. Oh, yeah. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. That's what I'm talking about. Check that bad boy out. Oh, yeah. Cranky. Trying none of these docks. That was not a good cast, I don't think. No, maybe it was. There he is. There he is. Oh, bass. Oh, bass sitting up there waiting. Bro, how in the world? Okay. I see. Good cast. Right under there. Oh, composite decking. That's some nice decking. I like that composite material. It does a whole lot better than wood. Lasts a lot longer also. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. What is that? What the heck? Whoa, okay. What we got? Come on, look. I think that's a bass. Oh yeah, Mr. Bass. He was just sitting there. Just sitting there holding the bait. A little small one. I'm using light line, that's why I picked them up like that. How in the world did I get the net in the... Okay. Okay, yeah, that's weird. That happened. Oh, man. That's weird, isn't it? Okay, yes. There you go. There you go, young man. Oh, 1 pound. Disrupted my daggone lure. Thank you, sir, for doing that. No. 9 times out of 10, there'll always be a bass around a dock. All right, now we're back in action. Go back at it. I don't think it was no crappie, but definitely bass under there. Just working the docks, letting the lure do what it does. The good thing about these Bobby Garland, the tail action is, man, ridiculous. A lot of tail action. I want to go further back to that back, but a lot of tail action in the Bobby Garland tails, man. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of crappie jigs that got a lot of action in the tails. But Bobby Garland, there he is, there he is. I wasn't even looking. We got another bass. Bass, bass, bass. Oh, no wonder we got a slew of bait fish on the depth finder. That's why you hanging out here, huh? When in doubt, follow the bait out. Come on, big guy. Get out of here, guy. Yeah, so it must be a bunch of bass under this area. I guarantee it. It's a bunch of bait fish around this area, man. So I would imagine as we get back here to this pocket, there should be crappie stacked up around there, around the area pretty good. I'm pretty sure it should be. Always, like I always tell you guys, man, always fish your points, no matter what. Always fish your points. Where your canals open up, any point that has a bend, always fish that bend. 9 times out of 10, there'll always be some type of crappie. There'll always be fish there. There should always be fish there. Oh man, right there. What is this? Dude, I had just dropped it. Good gracious. Another bass. Another bass. And so these bass are following these fish, these bait fish, to the back part of these openings in there. I'm sorry, to the back part of these canals that go to a dead end. And there, what's happening? These bait fish are just sitting in there and they're just holding. And predatory fish are just following them all the way up to the point where the bait fish don't have anywhere else to go. So this is just like a whole food haven for any predatory fish, crappie, bass, anything. That bass was just sitting. There he is. There he is. Another bass. Yep, another bass. So there are probably a whole number of bass, teenage bass as I call them, in this area. Then they just follow the fish back here. They follow the bait fish back here. They're just ambushing, chilling back here. They're getting ready to spawn as well. Excuse me. I'm gonna crank him. Let's see if we can't get that joker out of there. Come on, I know you're still over there. Don't just bite once and be stingy. Don't be cruel. Ain't no words about the brown. That was a hit. That was a hit. There he is. There he is. There he is. Ooh. I think that's a bass. Ooh. Whoa. 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 What the heck? I couldn't see what that was. What is this? All right. Come on around if you're going. Oh God, no. What the heck is this? Come here. Dude, what the heck are you? Oh, come on, dude. A pike? Really? Really? Thought you was a nice crappie, man. Oh, shut up. Cut it out. If you stop, I'll get you off. Next time, don't bite my lure no more, chump. I knew that was a bigger fish than that. Dang it. Managed to pop me one. Going in, guys, what is this, a crappie? Yes, it is, Mr. Crappie. Hey, didn't even know I had that one. Just managed to get him. He's a little bit smaller, so we'll put him back. Yep. Let's try close over here, see if it's a fish. Got this pole here just sort of freelining. Maybe I've had times where, man, I've caught, there he is. Ah, there he is. Feels like a decent one. Yes, sir. Come on, Jonas. Come on, Jonas. Judas. It's a smaller one. Yeah, he's a little smaller. He's only about maybe 7 to 8 inches. 7 to 8 inches. So it seems like they prefer the 32nd ounce jig, the 16 ounce jig head over the 32nd, which is weird because I figured the 32nd would have sunk at a slower rate and gave you more time to keep it in that strike zone, man. But they're liking the 16 ounce, which means it must be a little deeper. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. It's getting late out here. And I've got about a mile pedal to get back to my truck or whatnot, man. But all in all, good day back on the water. And had a good bite today, man. Caught crappie, caught bass, caught brim. Did catch that one raccoon perch and everything, man. But like I said, that was off camera. A lot of my catch today were off camera because, like I said, I didn't have a lot of battery life, so I was like trying to be conservative about what I was recording. But nonetheless, still had an epic day, guys. It feels good to be back on the water. I can't lie at all. But now it's shad season, and so I think the next time I go out, man, I think I may do a little bit of shad fishing, man. Can't go wrong with shad fishing. Shad fishing is always fun. And your shad, you know, typically they come off the coast and they head upstream to lay eggs and spawn, and then they head back out. They normally do it around our area in North Carolina. They typically do it around the end of January, and typically they run all the way up till, I've heard all the way up to the half of April, to all the way up to, yeah, about the half mark of April. So, you know, always fun to catch. American shad, white shad, hickory shad, always fun to catch, man. And I think I'll do a video next on those. So you guys definitely check that out, man. Like I said, fishing is, I don't want to say scarce, but you don't got a big selection. I mean, you can go fishing, but you just can't keep fish. I say it like that. But any day out here on the water is always good. You know, no matter what, whatever the case may be, it's good to be back up here. Until next time, guys, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in, and for the faithful ones that are always watching and, you know, being involved with Fish Kingz and what we do. It's a big honor. I thank you guys so much. Much love to you guys, man. You know, God is in the midst of all things, and in the midst of all things, God is in charge and God is over it. So, you know, keep pushing, keep striving, keep doing what you're doing, because guess what? Can't nobody do it like you. Always remember that. It's only one you, so perfect you. Nobody else can tell you different. Until next time, Fish Kingz. Tight lines. Peace out.